Hi everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be learning about past tense adjectives. Now, normally in English, when we use the past tense, we just change the verb in our sentence. Adjectives stay the same regardless of what tense we're using. But in Japanese, we are actually going to need to conjugate our adjectives to past tense. But before we get into past tense adjectives, I just want to go over to be and not to be just a little bit more. I realize that I kind of skipped past some of these, so I just want to make sure that everybody is familiar with them. So, of course, as we've learned, des means am, is, or are. And deshita means was or were. Janai des or ja arimasen means am not, is not, or are not. And ja nakatta des or ja arimasen deshita means was not or were not. So if I were to say Watashi wa kodomo janai desu or ja arimasen, that would mean I am not a child. And if I said Furanken-shutain wa kaibutsu ja nakatta desu or ja arimasen deshita, that would mean Frankenstein was not the monster. And you probably noticed I introduced a new vocab word there. Kaibutsu means monster in Japanese. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, we can move on to forming the past tense of adjectives. So, first we're going to look at adjectives and forming the positive past tense. All you need to do, you drop the from the end of the adjective, and then you add katta desu. So, for example, tanoshii, fun, would become tanoshikatta desu. Atsui, hot, would become atsukatta desu. And oishii, delicious, would become oishikatta desu. And we want to remember our exception to the rule, which is conjugated as if it were yoi. So instead of becoming ikatta desu, it becomes yokatta desu. So if I were to say Hirugohan wa oishikatta desu, that would mean lunch was delicious. Now, if we want to form the negative past tense of an adjective, we drop the from the end and add ku nakatta desu or ku arimasen deshita. So, tanoshii, fun, would become tanoshiku nakatta desu or tanoshiku arimasen deshita. Atsui, hot, would become atsuku nakatta desu or atsuku arimasen deshita. Oishii, delicious, would become oishiku nakatta desu or oishiku arimasen deshita. And good, would become yoku nakatta desu or yoku arimasen deshita. So, if I said anata no kodomo wa yoku nakatta desu or yoku arimasen deshita, that would mean your child was not good. And hopefully I would never be so crude as to actually say that to you. So now let's move on to na adjectives. Now to make the positive past tense of a na adjective, first you remove the na and then you just add deshita. Pretty simple and straightforward compared to adjectives. So kirei na, pretty or clean, becomes kirei deshita. Yumei na, famous, becomes yumei deshita. And genki na, healthy or energetic, becomes genki deshita. So if I said Thomas Edison wa yumei deshita, that would mean Thomas Edison was famous. Now if we want to form the negative past tense of a na adjective, once again we remove the na, and this time we add ja nakatta desu or ja arimasen deshita. So kirei na, pretty or clean, becomes kirei ja nakatta desu or ja arimasen deshita. Yumei na, famous, becomes yumei ja nakatta desu or ja arimasen deshita. And genki na, healthy or energetic, becomes genki ja nakatta desu or ja arimasen deshita. So, if I said, Michiko no neko wa genki ja nakatta desu or ja arimasen deshita, that would mean Michiko's cat was not healthy. All right, now let's practice making some sentences with the new grammar that we have learned. The book was interesting. 本は面白かったです。Yesterday, Kanon was not healthy. Kino, Kanon-san wa genki ja nakatta desu or ja arimasen deshita. Ikimono no Kiroku was not an interesting movie. Ikimono no Kiroku wa omoshiroi eiga ja nakatta desu or ja arimasen deshita. Your teacher was scary. あなたの先生は怖かったです。My tea was not hot. 私のお茶は熱くなかったです or 熱くありませんでした。Naomi's baby was quiet. Naomi-san no akachan wa shizuka deshita. And that's it for this lesson. I'll see you in the next one. Ja, mata.